Guys, Andy here, and today we have day number 9 in 12 days of inventory. It was supposed to be eyeshadow palettes, but I am moving the days around because I want eyeshadow palettes to be the last day, because that's just what makes sense for me. So today is going to be brows, eyeliners, and mascaras. But I will leave the infographic here of what it was supposed to be. This was created over on Instagram by _Kate's Collection, so please go check her out. I did see this done over here on YouTube by @Dubs Beauty Diary. She has already finished her inventory, so please go check her out as well if you want to see her complete inventory be done. And yeah, so if you want to see everything for brows, eyeliners, and mascaras, and then I'm also including lashes because that just makes sense and I want to document that somewhere, then stay tuned. What's on my face will be listed in the description box. And if you like makeup unboxings, project painting content with a little bit of horror sprinkled in, please consider subscribing, as I would love to have you here. And let's go ahead and get on into today's video. Alright, so since I am so far behind, I figured it would just make sense to do also what's best for me and rearrange the days a little bit. So we're just going to do brows, mascara, eyeliners. So I'm going to start with what's in my project panning stuff and the stuff that I'm using now. So for brows, what I'm using currently is the NYX Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown. It is a more rectangle tip. I prefer the precision tip, not precision, the precise tip, but this one isn't bad. Ash brown is a little darker. Cool ash brown is my perfect shade for the NYX pencil. But that one's good. I like it. And then for brow glue, I'm using, this is the Trust Fund Beauty Le Brow Glue. So this is fine. It's very wet, but it seems to hold my brows in place. I don't mind it. It's a clear brow glue, so I don't hate it. I don't love it, don't hate it. And for mascara, I'm currently using the Benefit Fan Fest, which this is what the wand looks like. And I'm not a huge fan of these wands, but I'm really enjoying this mascara. So pretty happy to have that in rotation. So for backup brows and mascaras, I only have 3 backup mascaras currently. I have the Tresluce Beauty Illusion Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara, the Jasmine Beauty Luxe Lash Volumizing Mascara, and the Tarte Tartlet Tubing Mascara. So 3 backup mascaras. This is technically a mascara and brow glue. This is the Makeup Revolution in Beetlejuice, and it's green. So, but I do not like this on the eyes, so I just use this as a brow tint when I want green brows. And then I have 1 backup brow pencil. This is the Sephora crayon. It's waterproof, and this is in the shade Neutral Gray Brown 1.25. And this is another precision tip. So I'm very excited to try this. And then I guess we can just jump into lashes really quick because I don't have very many. I do have 1 lash glue. It's the Duo Green Lash Glue. I really like this one. I don't wear lashes very often, so I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 7 pairs of eyelashes. So I just keep them in this box. Boxes within a box. I have 2 from Luxe Bee Aesthetics. This is the style Cinderella. They have little glitters on them. I have only worn, I think, 1 pair of these, honestly. This is the shade Aurora. These are purple, and I'm very excited to have those. I have 3 from Kiss, right? These are from Kiss, I believe. Yeah. I have the style I Fancy You. These were from the Meredith Duxbury collab. I just think those are pretty. I have a matte satin. I figure I'd wear those if I want extra crazy volume. These are the ones that I've worn back when I had orange hair. These are the Samara style. As you can see, they have orange on the tips, and those were super pretty. I really like the Kiss lashes. And then I have one pair from Ioni, and these are the Air style. And I just figured I'd keep one pair of, like, more natural lashes. So let me, because I keep my backup mascaras in this little bin. So let me just throw that back down here. And now we can move on to my couple things in project pans. I have two ColourPop gel liners. This is in the shade Crybaby, and this one is in the shade Aglow. So obviously I'm keeping those. I keep everything that's in my project pan, at least until I hit my goals. This is the e.l.f. Mint Melt No Bud Shadow Stick. I keep my shadow sticks with my liners because I typically use shadow sticks as liners. So this is just a brown. Is the whole thing falling out? No, it's just a little loose in there. I am wearing this today, smudged out on my lower lash line, and I really like at least this color smudged out on the lower lash line. This is the shade Melt With Me from the Mint Melt collection, and I really enjoy it. So I'm excited that I'm finally getting use on it. My dreaded red liner. This is from Lottie London and the Vampire Diaries, and this is the red face pen. It's a very vibrant red liquid liner. I just need to not buy colorful liquid liners because I don't use them, but that's in a project for 5 uses. This is what is on my upper lash line today. This is the AF94 backline liner in Shipwreck. It's just a nice dark brown when I don't want black. I don't love this formula, though. I would absolutely prefer my e.l.f. liquid liners. And then I have one potted gel liner from Melt, and this is in the shade Onyx. So that is everything in projects. I have 3 hydroliners. I have a set of 10 in a palette, but I'm just not going to count those right now because I'm not going to go dig out that palette. But those are counted in my inventory under my eyeliners. But I will be doing an inventory video of just going over numbers separately at the end of this whole 12 days. But I do have 3 from Profusion hydroliners. So this one is in the shade Tarot. These are all duo-sided, so you get one light and one dark side. This is the one I've used. I don't think I've even used the other 2, but I've used this one because it was in a project last year. This is in the shade Berry. I love the tones of pink. I really am upset that I was able to pick up the green one. And this is in the shade Thai Tea, this orange one. And these are really nice. Like, as an introduction to water-activated liners, I really enjoy these. And now let me just grab my pen cup. So this houses all of my shadow sticks, liquid liners, regular cream eyeliners. It even houses my lip liners, but I think all of my lip liners are currently in a project. So those should be out of here, but I'm going to pull all of these out and try to arrange them via brand, I think would be easiest. Or maybe I should do it by color. I'm going to sort these out some way, somehow, and then we will come back because I'm going to do some swatches because I'm thinking maybe we can actually declutter a couple of these because there's a lot here. Alright, so I sorted these by color. And we're first going to start with this one because this is a smudge eraser stick. And so what this is it's basically like a makeup removing eye balm in a stick. So if you mess up, you can just erase it, but it doesn't do a great job of erasing anything. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. So let's put the clutters right there because I need to take them out of my inventory. Let's start with the biggest category that's right in front of me, which is pinks and purples, which I did put my one other red, which is from ZC, and this is the cherry. And it's such a dark red, which I'm not a huge fan of the felt tip liners, but like it's almost brown. It's a burgundy. And I feel like I would use this more than that other red, but that red's in a project. So I do want to keep that one. From Luna Magic, I have the shade Bonita. This is, oh, that's a lip liner. So is that one then. So sorry. So let's see. From Maybelline, this is the shade Punchy Pink. So we have Punchy Pink. So I feel like this is my brightest pink, so I do want to keep that. Let's pull out those. Let's see. We have a couple other. These are all from Maybelline. We have Lavender Lights and Peach Pop. Because I know I like this formula, so I'm going to keep those three. And then from NYX, I have one purple, which is the shade Frosted Lilac, which is an even lighter purple than that one. So I do want to keep that. That's a lip liner. And then I have 4 here from ColourPop. So let's see. We have the shade Charmer. Ooh, that's dark. We have the shade Joyride. Ooh, don't love that one as much. We have the shade Amethyst Hour. That one's pretty. And then we have the shade Piggy Bank. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're keeping that one. The only one I think I want to get rid of is this one, which is Joyride. But these 3, those 3 we're keeping. Then I have one here from Appeal. This you can be used on eyes or lips. And that is the shade Muse. And that's a different pink than what I have, so I'm going to keep that because it's so creamy. And then from Real Her, this is a shadow stick in the shade I Am Glowing. So let's see. That is really pretty. And I am liking shadow sticks right now, so I do want to keep that. And then I had 2 from Profusion. I don't like the stamps. I think the stamps are ugly, but let's see the liners. I got these on clearance. Am I going to use them is the question. I feel like if I was going to use those colors, I would use the water-activated liners instead of these. So I'm going to declutter both of those. So now let's move on. I have like beigey peaches in front of me. So that's a lip liner. So I have one from NYX. And this is Orange Zest. And I know I love this one. So we're keeping that. And then I have the other one from Appeal. And this is in Deep Taupe. And it's a beautiful brown. So I'm keeping that. And then I have 2 from ColourPop. I have Good Reef. Which, I mean, that was a pink. So I probably should have included that there. And then Peach Fuzz. So we have Good Reef and Peach Fuzz. They're different. I'm going to keep them. They both felt nice. Let's do Lellos. I have three. I have a neon gel liner from LA Colors. Maybe. This one from ColourPop is in the shade Extra Frosting. I don't think I like that color. I feel like if I wanted, like, if it's too close to white, I'm going to get rid of Extra Frosting. But I'm going to keep the LA Colors one. And then let's see. This is another of the Profusion. That's not even bright enough, so we're going to get rid of that. That's unfortunate. Let's do green. I have green in front of me. So I have one shadow stick. This is from Galactic in the shade Riches. That is really pretty. It tugged a little bit, but that was because of the shimmer in it. I do like it, though. So I'm going to keep that. I have from Lovecraft Beauty in the shade... Is this one Piercer? No. This is Radical. And it's such a gross yellow that it's like a yellow-green. I have just one from ColourPop, and this is the shade Wildcat. And it's like an antique-y green gold, so we're keeping that. I have one from Maybelline, and this is in the shade Teal Teeny, which I probably should have put with the blues, but we're keeping that one. I have a Shades by Shan gel eyeliner in the shade Matcha. Ooh, that was super creamy. I have a Prestige eyeliner in the shade Smoky Green. It's basically the same shade. No, it actually, when smudged out, is different than the Matcha shade. Fully retractable, made in Germany. Give me 1 second. When I swatched them out in bigger swatches, I like the Shades by Shan one better. So I'm going to get rid of the Prestige. And then we have the last Profusion one, and that is a bright green. I mean, they lay down so easily and quickly. I'm going to get rid of this one too. I'm going to get rid of the whole set because I don't need them. Let's do the bluey teals. So, let's see. Let's do ColourPop. ColourPop. So I have two from ColourPop. This is in the shade Catsuit, which is gorgeous. And then I have the shade Prance, which is just a beautiful shade of blue. So, keeping both of those. And then I have two more from Maybelline. So I have Blue Disco. Okay. And Navy Bling. So, I like those. Oh, my nose is running. I have two here from LA Colors. I have another neon gel eyeliner in the shade Wonder. Ooh, that was so creamy, and that's so much lighter blue. And then I have an auto eyeliner in the shade Full Moon. Which the last time I used this one, I remember it tugged in the waterline. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. and it's close to some of the other shades, so I don't need it. And then I have a Transluce Intenso liner in the shade Royal. Ooh. And yeah, that gives me almost that full moon shade, but more intense, so I'm going to keep this one instead. Now let's do white. I have 3 whites. So I have one from ColourPop. It is the shade Exit. I know I like ColourPop's formula, so I'm going to keep the ColourPop. I have this one from NYX. It's the Vivid Rich in the shade... What shade are you? Quartz Queen. It's like an off-white, which I feel like would be nice. Like, I like that much more than extra frosting, so I'll keep that one. And then I do have one white shadow stick. It's from the Cookies and Dreams collection, and this is the shade Sweet Cream. So if I need a whole white shadow stick, I feel like that'll be nice, so keep that. Let's do Champagne. I have one Rose Gold, and this is from LA Colors in the shade. It's in the shade Rose Gold. Which, of course, I'm going to keep that because it's my only Rose Gold. And then I have from Trestique, this is Tahitian Shimmer. Ooh, yeah, that's gorgeous. And then another one from Trestique. This is Maldives Luminescence. Ooh, yes, please. And then from LOC, L-O-C, this is Champagne Problems. Ooh, good. I'm glad there's a slight undertone difference. Keeping that. And last but not least, we have the blacks and silvers. I believe I only have 2 silvers, and then the rest are black. So from Lovecraft Beauty, this is Piercer. Such an intense silver. And then from NYX, I have Silver Lining. Which I don't need both, but I love both formulas, so I'm keeping both. You can pry them out of my cold dead hands. Then I have 2 pencil blacks. I have the Trestique Santorini Black Sand, which I do really like the formula on that black, and it's got a little smudger, so I'm keeping that one. And then I have this Lottie London AM to PM black, which is a darker black. So I'm going to keep that for 2 black pencils. And then I have 2 black felt tips. So let's see. We have Phase Zero. Ooh, it's a very long felt tip. So that's the Phase Zero. And then I have the Lottie London Wing Woman Vampire Diaries. Ooh. Ooh. So the Lottie London one is even more black, but we'll see how they dry down because I only need 1. And then I do have 1 black crayon shadow stick. This is from the Cookies and Dreams collection with e.l.f. And it is in the shade Midnight Milkshake. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it, so I will keep that. So now we just gotta see how these black liquids dry so that I can figure out which one I'm keeping. And I'm gonna total these up, and I will bring you a total in just 1 second. Alright, so I'm going to be keeping the Lottie London one because it's darker and they both dried down. Neither of them feathered. And yeah, since they're literally the same thing, I'm just going to keep the Lottie London one and get rid of the Phase Zero one. And I did end up decluttering the LA Colors yellow because I don't like how chalky that yellow looks. So if I'm going to use a yellow, I'd rather go for this like chartreusey green. So that leaves me with 44 liners and shadow sticks. For brows, I have 1, 2, 3, technically 4 brow products because I count the green mascara as a brow product. And then for mascara, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 mascaras. So, not horrible. But I ended up decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 eyeliners. So, I'm pretty happy with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.